Woodbine Racing Live is on the air. My name is Jeff, and I'm joined now by a guy who's celebrating day number 1 plus 10 years. Right?
Feels like a brand new start.
Robert Geller with me alongside as we bring you coverage of our pregame show. If you're wondering where Elise is, no, she's not on vacation. She will be doing the big Tbred program tonight at Woodbine Mohawk Park as they have the Pepsi North America Cup. And I think it's safe to say, Robert, that everybody is happy that Anthony Adamo had a scratch today because he won all kinds of races yesterday. He won 3 on the program. That barn's really rolling.
Yeah, really in fine form. And I mean, there was some price plays too. I mean, Granger County was so
big
strong on that lead.
Yeah.
And yeah, some nice performances on the lead.
Stylish
actually.
Gent was able to have some success as well along the way. And they also won with Hey Q, kind of bounced back with a much better performance.
Yeah, has back class too, Hey Q. So yeah, that barn really an example of things when they're rolling. And value, you know, you want to be playing them.
So let me ask you, we're kind of just getting some momentum going right now in our season. What has kind of struck you right now, kind of early on season observations?
I think early on what happened was a lot of repeat winners. We saw a number of horses come back so quickly, and it was a really good betting angle.
Yeah.
I suppose as we get further in, definitely Pietro Moron is certainly a star of the show when it comes to his number of wins in the jockeys ranks. I think that we've certainly seen some nice horses come back in stakes action. I think it's hard to say.
Well, let's just say like Notorious Gangster.
Yeah,
Barb Mitchell for sure. She's off to a real start. Tiller got off to an unbelievable start to start off the campaign.
A horse that I know is rubbing you up the wrong way, Notorious Gangster, because you love this horse.
I know,
I agree. I really love this horse, and I was really keen on the chances of Notorious Gangster winning early, and I think this horse is very, very interesting.
We're actually going to catch up with Fraser Abley. He's going to come in the studio for our race number 4. We'll talk about Notorious Gangster, some of the rides he has on the program today as well. Just to go back to yesterday and kind of recap things a little bit, we always like to take a look at how the all-weather surface plays. We were very turf-heavy on Thursday, not as turf-heavy yesterday, but speeded well overall on the program. Favorites, only 20%. I kind of like when favorites have a bad day at the office myself.
I do. I always try to be the favorite. Foolishly a lot of the time. But you have to.
Because the strategy with that is you only have to be right once. If you have a nice 10-1 winner, right, then you're good. Your day is made as far as I'm concerned, right? So, and by the way, you spoke of repeat winners. Back in the entries coming up on Thursday is Gizmo's BFF. Looking for 4 in a row.
I know, it's amazing.
And the horse never won a race last year.
Unbelievable. Good on Deborah Rombos.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
Just in fine form.
Yeah, and a purple patch.
Oh, you remember that?
Yes, so that's one of my favorites. I have a lot of Robertisms that I like.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. And I understand that you're going to give me some trivia a little bit later on.
Oh, yes. 10 years go by and there has to be something to quiz you on.
What do I have to get, like, for a passing grade? Do I have to get 5
I think 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
that would be the Canadian way. I've done enough tests in this country already. Failed to have a lot.
Let's take a look at how things were this morning. And our head clocker, Ernie Perry, says the track has slowed down considerably from last week. So we gave it a 3 to 5 in terms of quickness.
Okay.
I've had some success with his horse to watch in the past, Blueberry Fields, for Brandon Greer getting back into the swing of things.
Yes.
Beautiful horse,
beautiful
Blueberry
horse.
Fields.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see that one getting back in the swing of things.
Me too, because, you know, when they have a very small barn, but boy, they're effective.
Big prices.
Really.
Remember the big horse when he won the mile?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, it was funny because I always felt Town Cruise had some sort of bright future and was going to be a great horse, and disappointed me a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to be so patient with horses.
Yeah. Oh, they make you patient.
We're learning.
Yeah. It's a great, like, that's one thing horses and kids will teach you is you've got to be patient because, you know, some are more precocious than others, and some will test your patience. But your patience, more often than not, will get paid off. So that's a look at our clock report from earlier on here today. Now, we have a new show. This is the first time that you've done it. We have different segments. They're all timed. Now, one thing about Robert is he doesn't like voices in his head. He's got enough of them. So I have this where I hear the producer saying how much time we got left and stuff like that.
Cut me off, it's fine.
If the time goes off and you go over time, there's an eject button on your chair and you'll be booted out of the studio. All right?
It won't be the first time.
All right. So we're going to start off with race number 1 on the program. And you're going to give us a horse that's taking a little bit of money in here. This is I'm Tenacious. So what was it that you liked about this horse's most recent race?
Well, I thought it was a very good close. When there's a bit of pace in the race, the horse I'm Tenacious runs into the money, and I think it's 7 furlongs, a little bit further, and I don't think the distinction between having 25,000 and lower is that much. I just think let's take a shot because I think Magic Modi will be pushed in the lead.
That's what I'm going towards in here, and you could be right because last time, the horse got hounded a little bit, but was a much easier bunch than what the horse is going to face here today. So I'm hoping that Magic Modi can come back and kind of keep the trend going that we've seen early on this week and becoming a two-time winner in here. So the barn, the Mike Bettini barn had a nice winner the other day with Ms. Nash, right?
Very nice. Yeah. Looked comfortable.
Acclaimed as well too. So and you know what is so funny, Robert, is there's this thing called Twitter. It's now called X.
Oh, God.
Do you know how popular it is once your picks are on the screen? No. People love your picks. Like,
it's scary.
Elisa and I might as well not even be here. They just want Robert's picks.
Not true at all.
So let's look at Robert's picks. He's gone 5, 4, 1, 3.
But I'm happy that there is a point of difference.
He says, Jeff, you like the 2? I won't even put that horse on my ticket. That being Magic Modi in here. We get the return of Oh Wow. I don't mind Oh Wow's chances in here. Yeah, and Julia Carey. And then what Magical Trick, I thought, had a great run last time.
That was a really dynamic finish, for sure,
So here I am banking that you're going to go heavy, and we still have 29 seconds. So anything else we want to talk about in here?
Got plenty of time to talk about.
We're growing 7 furlongs in here to start off the day. And it actually does appear to be a pretty wide open band event to kick off the day here from Woodbine. So I don't, Lisa and I, we usually keep on rambling, so this is pretty good. So Mike says we can just go on to the next one, so we're going to do that right now. Topic 2 in here is going to be rematch. I kind of like in sports when you have rematches. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Speaking of that,
yes,
you're a huge tennis fan, and you're a fan favorite of a guy that won the French Open.
Unbelievable. I mean, of all the
5 hours and change.
I know. I was watching it in the morning. I was watching it during the race day. I was watching it after the race day because I have never seen such a phenomenal match. I mean, I have watched a lot of tennis over the years. I used to go to the tennis in Australia. Boy, that might have been the greatest tennis match I have seen.
Alcaraz, right? That's his name?
It's amazing. Alcaraz is unbelievable. I think he will be probably one of the greatest tennis players in history.
So let's take a look at a replay in here because you've got Asking My Name and Valerian Sky. They're going to have a bit of a rematch in here. And so here's a look at Valerian Sky right here. And of course, the telestrator is not working when I need it to. You are my witness. There we go.
Yes.
And then we've got this horse right. Oh, now it's doing funny things. See, this thing doesn't like me in here. Then you have Valerian Sky. So Valerian Sky, I just totally butchered this. Anyways, the 5 is Ask My Name right now in third. The 7 is Valerian Sky. So right now it looks as if Valerian Sky's put away the other speed. And then here comes on the outside, that being Asking My Name. And this would be one of my season highlights really on the Devin Gittins outfit.
Oh, yes.
Are they doing some good things or what? And look at these two horses. So right now, I think Valerian Sky's feeling pretty confident. The horse on the outside is put away, but now here comes Asking My Name, and these two are just going to absolutely throw it down.
But I like this one.
Today, Mannix.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Look at this finish.
I think Mannix was really hindered by the draw on that day.
I do too, and I think that the gain in the last bit was nice. I do like the performances of both of those runners, but I feel Mannix has a lot more to give.
Yeah, and Mannix I find is really hit or miss, but when he's good, he can beat this bunch.
Yes, because he's actually won quite a number of times, 6 from 33, and I just think he's going to get into a better situation today.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I really hope that's the case. And you know what? We're all trying to be classic dancer with the big drop in class.
Yeah.
That's a little scary, that drop down for $10,000.
Yeah, it is a bit.
That's the way it goes.
Am I ahead of the? I'm ahead of time.
Great. You're doing fantastic.
I'm going to get a ticket for another speeding ticket.
Did I tell you that I got a photo radar ticket?
This is ridiculous. What is going on in this
I won 12 over $83. 83. I won 62 and a 50.
12 miles per
12 kilometers an hour.
Kilometers per hour.
And they take a picture. They don't take a picture of who's driving. They take a picture of the back. Now I'm the only one that ever drives my car, so I can't blame anybody.
You actually got a picture. I didn't even get a picture. I'm still waiting to find the picture. I just got the ticket. It's disturbing.
Are you a fan of insects at all?
Well, I have to be now.
You're Australia, right?
In the booth. But yes, of course, Australia, you live with them. They're kind of. I do capture flies and release them because, hey, they only.
And you had a bat visit you earlier on this year.
Oh yeah, I had a bat.
Yeah. Now this race is impossible today, so I'm glad that you're picking a bit of a price play in here. And I love saying this horse's name, Ecliptical Ladybug. So tell me the storyline with this one. Was it the last race in which she finished very strongly that you liked?
Yes, it was the last race. Okay. It began a poor beginning, really a slow start, but I thought that was gaining really well and started to just get the hang of things in what was the second lifetime start.
Yep.
And this was a first up run. I'm sure has matured. The drop in class from the first lifetime start was evident that there was improvement.
Yep.
So I think is in the right direction. I like the barn. I think you're looking at what was a barn that I think strikes pretty well, hasn't yet, and I think Eddie's Catrine's got a horse that's live in a race where, you know, Scary Boo ran, second in that race. I think the difference was that Ecliptical Ladybug can pick up more improvement because Scary Boo's had so many chances.
Yeah,
and that's a scary thought.
And the thing, Powell's come out of that race to win. 6 was a horse by the name of No Visors come out of that race to win. I do like that. We do have an overweight in on the 7, Sunnyville, will now carry a 120 in that race, so do make that notation. I'm going towards Misty Eyed, who I hope is not going to make me cry by losing this race at a good number in here. It's bred for turf. And the one thing that I found very interesting that I got burned on it this week, the rail is all the way out in lane 4, and I usually pick speed horses all the time. It's been nothing but closers.
It's very odd what's going on with the trends, because even on the EP Taylor turf, horses on the when the rail is out tend to be the inside winning, and it hasn't been the case at all, because if you get to the lead, that might be different.
Yeah, like look at Swan Lake yesterday.
Swan Lake, yeah.
That was pirouetting all the way to the finish.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm so happy
Tippy toe to the winner's circle.
Gilbert was really like, you got to get me a picture of this horse because you're lucky for me. And then of course the horse Swan Lake, he did not win the first time. Patience is a virtue, and we got you there.
We got you there, absolutely.
No, but I really think that on the Uniturf, anything can happen. I think Reload has a shot.
Yep.
And we're talking about, if you cover your bases, you got the inside and outside gates with those two. So if the track bias is one way, at least you got a backup plan.
Yeah, that's a tough race. The topic 4 is where ? Okay, I like this.
Where?
This is
we are flying through this list.
We're doing great. So Sue Leslie, I made a fool of myself, as I tend to do on a daily basis. I thought Where Sam and Bailey was named after 2 people. It's named after Sam and her dog Bailey.
Aww,
yeah,
that's very cute.
So where's Sam and Bailey coming off a good run last time out? Now missed a considerable amount of time, and this is one that has kind of sparked your interest a little bit.
Very much. I really think hit a bit of a snag in the run in the backstretch. If you watch the replays, Where's Sam and Bailey? You're going, here's Sam and Bailey. Oh, and now suddenly Sam and Bailey lost about 3 or 4 lengths.
Okay.
So much so that it was completely out of the race. However, flew home and was gaining better than any horse in the race, and I think will win.
I don't mind that selection at all in there, because I'm a chalk-eating weasel in that race. And Take My Bourbon Neat did eat a lot of money last time out. But adds Lasix, that might help out the situation here today. Great that Saheen is back with us here today at Woodbine as well. Worry less in the mix of things. I'll put that one there as well. You've got the 6 in your selections, that being Bright Sunshine. See, I don't know what to make with Bright Sunshine, because the horse showed that great speed one day, and then last time it comes from off the pace. And now Mark Hassey's using an apprentice rider that he's never used before. So kind of mixed signals for me with that particular horse.
I like the way in which Bright Sunshine held on. I thought was, really, he didn't lose ground, or she didn't lose ground, and she didn't necessarily gain, but I thought it was an honest effort, so I put her in the money. Yeah,
and we've got some riders in here that are hungry to get some momentum going here. We've got Walcott in here. Great to have him back. Cheyenne Kerr is in the mix of things in here as well. Nice to see Jason Hoyt picking up his first victory of the campaign last week as well.
Hope he wins on West Sam and Bailey.
Yes, I hope you're right too. Always great to see Sue Leslie in the winner's enclosure there. Robert, you're doing fantastic from a time point of view. Very, very well. Okay, let's get to race number.
We have some questions at the end of the show.
Let's get to race number 5. Race number 7 on the program. This is topic 5.
We missed Bring and Girl. Oh.
Yes. Okay, well, do you want to say quickly about that one?
I think she's great. I think this suits her the distance, and I think Kevin Attar, the Canuck Racing Club, is like a perfect marriage.
Okay, gonna have to run to beat the Josie Carroll horse.
I still like Green Day.
Yes, okay. Race 7, we're going to talk about Frozen, because I think Speedy Freeze is a very interesting participant here on the program today. Okay. And why? Because here comes the Dolce Fortuna reference. And Dolce Fortuna wins this race, and this one will eventually finish in the 2nd place position. And one thing about Ron Sadler, if you ever talk to Ron, I think Ron is the type of guy where he never rushes, he just takes his time, and I think he takes his time with his horses too. And I think this horse will be a whole lot better second time out. A very good run that most recent race.
Yeah, I do trust his training very much.
Just a nice guy, and he's had some wonderful teachers throughout the years, including Roger Affield. So watch the horse here with the purple cap. I mean, Dolce Fortuna is going to win the race, but we're in tights.
No, it was very unlucky too.
Yeah,
I think would have been right there.
Yeah, a little bit hesitant for sure, and now ducks towards the inside. And if you're looking at turf, well, the mare has produced 3 turf winners. The mare herself won twice on the turf.
That's good wins.
The only thing that worries me a little bit, Robert, is the horse doesn't have any speed, and I found speed's done well well on this outside course as of late. So
yeah, that's true. It has. But I did like that run. I mean, if Speedy Freeze does show a little bit of ability to stalk, the top of the lane, you're there.
Yeah.
I think Speedy Freeze was very unlucky. Speedy Freeze got a little bit frozen up in the stretch, but I did think it was the horse to beat.
What was your call the other day with bedtime?
It was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare. Like twice in a row, the horse has done that this year.
It's a real nightmare when you get. You know you're going to win. Oh no, you don't.
Yeah.
Suddenly it stops. But the dream ended.
Yes, yes, it did.
I do like Dance to the Rhythm in this
Let's
race.
take a look at a photo, shall we?
Shall we?
All right, here we go. Wow, that's a pretty cute photo.
We really bonded very short time together, but it was very sweet. And Ghana, thank you for that opportunity to get to meet Dance to the Rhythm, who I think. A question mark is the turf, but at the same time, super speedy, and we're looking at, I believe, a barn that I think does very well with value plays.
Yeah.
I think they put these horses in good spots, and I did like the work tab, but we'll see. June 1st, there was a bullet. I do find that it's been odd. We talked about some of the discrepancies with the positions of where you're drawn, and I usually feel when the rail is out from the Rupi Taylor turf a fair bit that the inside speed is favored, but it hasn't been the case because horses are able to get across early and they find the rail and close to the rail, and then they're the ones that hold. And maybe that could be a chance for Dance to the Rhythm to get that position.
Deshaun Gaskin will guide that one. Our second last topic of the day is family. We're a family here at Woodbine. So we're going to talk about a horse coming up in race number 9.
You like this horse, I bet.
Let me get to my picks right now and I'll tell you. I got the horse second. You know why?
Why?
Safi Joseph is an amazing trainer. Like, he wins races, especially at Gulfstream. He'll win races at Churchill. But his numbers here are just not great. Now, he's got a couple of very strong-looking horses on the program today and tomorrow. He's got one he bought off at Tiller tomorrow, and he's got this horse Family, who, do you just say it was the dirt that got the horse beat last time out? Obviously, the competition was tough as well.
Yeah, it was a very disappointing performance because the surface change may have been the key. I'm going to give Family the benefit of the doubt because if you go back to those runs on the artificial dirt, really strong.
Yep.
And I think, he's really come into his own, Safi, in the last year and a half. I really feel that. And I think that the work tab is, Saratoga, that was a nice enough work, I thought, coming into this race. So I'll take a shot, give a pass on Family. You have to give families a pass now and again.
You can't be too hard on Family because you only have one.
All your good is gone.
That's right. That's right.
Those threads are important. We can't go on with this, but I do think that it's interesting because Bit of Music is getting a lot of attention.
That's why I picked,
I like that barn a lot as well.
Same.
Dale DeRusso's barn, I think, will have a great season.
And you know what? Crystal Visions was a bit of a disappointment to me in the Ruling Angel. I think she's better than what she ran that day, so I'm hoping she bounces back with a bit of a better race. The question mark horse is Tis Her Money. This barn did this the other day where they had a horse that went in a bunch of route races and got back to a sprint and ran off the screen and won. And they're going to try and do exactly the same thing with Tis Her Money.
Yeah.
So
I think I put Tis Her Money in because of the Mark Hassey factor and given a shot back to that.
So Ian Savachi will guide that one. And it's kind of been a bit of a disappointment to me. I thought Thread was going to be a really nice horse, but it just hasn't quite panned out.
Maybe we need torrential rain like we had the day.
That's right. That is Thread. That is right. I forgot about that. Twice in a row the horse had torrential rain. Boy, you have a good memory, Roberts.
For that was a day.
Okay, the X Factor. What do I mean by that? It's Zarabella who impressed me last time.
Very good. Yes. Gutsy, trying, and they came away. When two horses pull away like they did in this race, that's a good sign for both of them.
Let's fire up the replay machine and we'll take a look at Zarabella. And I have even more good news if you like Zarabella. They had 2 splits of a main specialweight race from back on May the 25th. And Zarabella was in the faster split by a second.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. And ran against a good one from the Barb Mitchell barn by the name of Flaunt, first time out too.
Flaunt impressed me.
Yeah, and I thought that Zarabella was going to go by briefly. But David's kind of asking right now at this point, and they're going to be 5 lengths clear of everybody else here when they hit the wire.
It was such a solid performance by Zarabella because Flaunt was oozing class.
Yeah.
The Legion Racing, I believe. Just a beautiful mover and comfortable unbelievable and clearly had just a lot of bloodline strength. But I did love the way in which Arabella comes back and tries to make ground again, showing a lot of determination, and the others aren't making much headway. And I thought that was really a solid second. Yeah.
Now, the main danger, I think we both agree, is Hibiscus. I mean, Hibiscus ran against the boys last time in the King Corey and finished third. I'm scared of that one. Are you scared of anybody else in this
Well,
race?
I picked Orion Beach to win it.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us why.
You know, I really like that race. Excuse me. With Revelers Row, I think that's a promising up-and-comer first-time starter who won that stakes race. I liked Orion Beach's performance because Orion Beach came between horses, and it was a bit of a tight spot and showed a lot of acceleration in the stretch and was still doing what I thought was her best work in the final 16th of the race. I just feel 6.5 first out is not that easy. And I didn't think that was an easy race. I think that she ran against a good quality field. I know that Flaunt's going to be an interesting stakes quality horse, but that was a sort of stakes quality type of horse too, I think, Revelers Row.
Yeah, I'm with you. And you know, none of us have picked this horse, but the fact that Rags to Diamonds took all kinds of money first time out and went to the shelf and now returns for Barb Mitchell, the way that barn's going right now, how can you discount the horse?
Especially on the basis of one run, you know, where you never know what the reasons are, and that was, what, a 21 and change first quarter. Dropped right out. But yeah, you have to give a bit of a second glance. But there is a horse I like at a long price in this race to hit the jackpot high five, and that's Tap My Desire, number 8, who I thought was really closing terrific ground, and a much maybe less competitive race, but at the same time it's hard to measure because they're made in special weights. But Princess Anastasia's back, but I think Tap My Desire can turn the tables. We're talking on the E.P. Taylor as well. And Cavate is such a value rider.
Lovely, lovely race to wrap up the program. We got all kinds of plays of the day that we're going to take a look at right now, and we'll find out who Robert and I like. We get 4 plays of the day. Our friends at the Racing Forum, they only get 1 apiece, and you've got a couple of 7s in here. So tell us about your plays of the day.
I like to wear Sam and Bailey because I thought was in a trip situation last out where lost ground in the backstretch and made up a ton of ground in the stretch in the second out, and I think is sitting on a good performance. Ruthless action across the board. This horse is so reliable. Deshaun Bino has done well with his rides, and I think he has a live chance to win this race. I do see this horse will be right there. I do feel a single for Charlotte's approval.
She's nice.
If she runs to her best, I think she'll win.
She's super nice.
She either wins or busts.
And then Orion Beach.
And Orion Beach, because I did like that performance.
Okay, so that's Robert's plays of the day. Here's a look at my plays of the day. My price play is Mannix. Both you and I like that one. I like Take My Bourbon Neat. I had a mint julep the other night at the CTHS Award.
You need Kelly upstairs. Kelly
Can't do it.
He adds the best ingredients.
But it's the bourbon. I don't know. Dolce Fortuna is my multi-leg single, and my watch list horse is Arabella.
It sounds like a movie that was made in the 60s. Maybe it was.
Woodbine TV Prod. We're not sure if this is artificial intelligence. We don't know if this is a human being. We don't know. The name just shows up, and it's going to be Ask in My Name coming up in race number 2. Doug says, let's worry a little bit less, shall we?
Yes.
That one coming up in race number 4. And Ron says, Princess Anastasia, who tracked a rather slow pace last time out to finish in the 2nd place position. So thanks to our Racing Forum author and the author of the journal as well, Doug McPherson. Doug's got to work tomorrow. They have a card at Fort Erie tomorrow on a Sunday.
Good.
Couple of 5s on the clock reports. I like this. Look at these prices. Okay, let's first start off in race number 6. Call Me KK. Okay, so this is a smaller outfit. This is Allison Crook. So see, I love these because even if they don't win, if they just hit the try, it can really help to spice things up a little bit in here. So Call Me KK had a couple of runs last season. The second start was considerably better. We'll see if that one's going the right direction. And surprise, surprise, a Barb Mitchell first time starter. Right. Race 11. We all have opinions in the 11th race, don't we?
So much, yes. It's full of possibilities. It's going to be a great betting race.
That is the race of the day.
It is.
That's going to be a lot of fun. That gets underway at 6:29. We have a long day today, Robert, so we really have to pace ourselves, okay?
We're pacing. We don't want any speeding tickets.
No.
From robots.
Cash grab. That's all it is. Anyways,
of course it is.
Don't get me going on that. When we come back.
Yes.
I'm a little bit nervous about this, but we're going to have some trivia with Roberts. We'll see how much of a fool I can make of myself. 28 minutes away from post time for race 1.
Love horse racing? HPIBet.com is Canada's leader in online horse betting. Access thousands of live races from hundreds of tracks worldwide instantly. Enjoy the most advanced betting tools like AI Smart Picks and exclusive cashback rewards you won't get anywhere else. Join today and get up to $100 in free bets. Get the ultimate horse betting experience with HPIBet.com.
This is the biggest race in the world. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming.
They're off, Midland Dubai World Cup.
And they're into the stretch.
Two of the great racehorses in the world. Giant Killer, by name and by nature. A race for the ages.
Welcome back to Woodbine Racing Live, and this is Robert's portion of the show. I have literally no idea what's going on right now, so all I know is it's trivia time, so take it away.
Okay, 10 years have gone by very quickly.
For you, yes.
And for you, maybe not, I don't know, but a question a year.
Okay.
So, all you have to do is whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
So the first question is, what is the one Australian expression that I love to use in a call?
Purple patch.
Ta-da! Yeah, you know a lot of these. Very good.
All right, all right.
As an announcer,
yes.
What is the only color marker that I will
Really a
ever
perfect
use?
purple patch for this winner. Gizmo's been
Okay, wait. Can we give me that question again?
So when I use a colored pen in my program,
Yeah.
what is the color that I will only use? There's only one color.
Red, usually.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
You know. Okay, we're going to go back into a race, historic race, but in the last 10 years. Which horse put the wow in Alley Wow?
Which horse put the wow in Alley Wow? So it's an Alley Wow Stakes winner?
Yes. Since I've been here, and let's narrow it down to between 2017 and 2019.
Oh, I wouldn't have gone this one.
From the back, road to victory, putting the wow into the alley wow.
I wouldn't have gone that
Second,
one.
originator.
I wouldn't have gone that one.
Third
That was a hard
magic
one.
spell.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
That's where the Canadian government gets
Okay,
a few tough ones.
Okay.
Of all my guests to the booth, who's arguably been the most famous?
Jeff Pratt.
Yeah, there you go. Correct. Is it really? Well, there was someone else who might also get that.
You've had some
We'll
famous...
have a
Oh, I know.
You
Rob
do?
Ford.
I didn't meet him. He was
Oh, is that okay?
yeah, Doug Ford I've met. But he was down here. He didn't come to the booth. And Andre DeGrasse didn't come to the booth. He would have been.
Most famous.
One of the owners. One of our very famous
Gary Barber.
owners. Yes.
Okay,
Gary
I
Barber.
didn't get that one right though.
But you'll know this one, because
Okay.
last month I did have an unexpected guest in the booth. I had to have this guest removed.
The bat.
Yeah. the
Yeah.
bat.
Okay.
He didn't
I remember that one.
Didn't fly like a bat out of hell. We had to get that one out.
Yeah.
Here we go. What is the one thing that my self-appointed stylist, who's now my former stylist, Kelly Regan, who does the Equibase with Al upstairs, wants me to learn to do that I still haven't learned for my appearance?
Your make sure your tie's not crooked.
Pretty close. Pretty close. I have to learn how to do a...
Windsor knot.
Very good.
Yes.
Yep, very good.
That's
hard. They're hard.
They are a little tricky.
I can't even... I mean, I look at that and I think it's like a roadmap that I have zero idea.
it's tricky. It's tricky to do.
All right, this one I think you'll definitely have fun with.
Okay.
What horse name became a big hit with the TV crew because of the way I'd say it? That was a clue. The way I'd say it.
I don't know.
Oh, we got to listen.
Okay.
And I've lost my car, had it stolen.
Breaking out
I've had
in front is
none.
don't touch my stuff. On the outside,
That's thing for the past. Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah. That was 6 years ago, eh? Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and all those things have
This
got
is
worse.
good. These are good Robert questions.
Okay,
These
a
are
couple
good.
more, just 3 more. I
Okay.
think. Oh no, you'll know this one. What professional sport is most likely to distract me during a race day?
Tennis.
Tennis during French Open,
Australia Open,
Australian
US Open,
Colin
whatever.
Felker,
Yeah.
Sinner.
Yeah, no, you're a big fan. And the guys
However,
upstairs give you a hard time
when it comes
for
to
that.
the later in the season, what
Football.
does- specifically
Jets.
Thank you.
Jets. Jets.
All right, here we go. 2 things to. Okay, how did I recover? Like you, we were in the similar situation here. Both of us knocked out of the NFL Woodbine tipping contest very soon
Very
after
early.
the start.
Yeah.
How did we recover from that? How did I recover from that? Did I ever
How did you
recover
recover
from that? That's how I recovered from that.
Robert, what happened to you there?
I was laid out to rest.
Oh, no.
And to cap off our 10 years, this is really intriguing to me, and I really find this absolutely intriguing about racetracks.
Yep.
There's one thing that Woodbine Racetrack, in relation to announcers, has done absolutely correctly that not one single track I have ever worked for has managed to do. What is that one thing?
Working with great colleagues.
I'm going to give you a hint.
Great booth? I don't know. They redid
The way they classify people in different jobs is the key.
Like, explain.
So when I was in Hong Kong, they said, yeah, you're the track announcer, you're under the division of betting.
Okay.
When I was at Emerald Downs, I was put under the division of marketing.
Okay.
When I went to Sunland Park, I was put under the division of racing.
Okay.
I came to Woodbine and they said, you're under the division of?
Everything.
No.
Broadcasting.
Yes, and I went, finally!
Oh.
It's an actual match.
It is. Yeah, no, it is.
Because that's what it should
That's
be,
true.
right?
Well, we're one of the rare racetracks that actually has a broadcast department, like a broadcast department per se, because we have like a crew at Mohawk, we have a crew here, we have a crew that does the network shows, like it's a big staff.
Can you use this to pay off your fine? Because you got more than 6
More
out
than
of
fine.
10.
Robert, that was good though. That was a good trip down memory lane. And as I said yesterday on Twitter, the best thing is you're a great track announcer, but you're a better friend.
Likewise.
So
Thank
pleasure working with you. And for taking time out of your schedule to join us. 20 minutes away from race number 1. When we come back, we'll get you all set for the opener here. The old Windsor Knot. Coming back when we get you all set for the opener. Let's